Back on our show, and it's great to have Bruce Fairbanks with us from the APD. They have a big event that's coming up Saturday. It's called Ruck for the Shield. It happens Saturday, most of Saturday. And Bruce, welcome. Good to have you back.
It's a pleasure to be back. Thank you.
What is this all about, Ruck for the Shield?
Ruck for the Shield is a competition, walk, run, march to raise money for our local Fraternal Order of the Police chapter. Right. This money will then go to the families of the fallen officers that lost their lives in the line of duty in 2015 to help pay some of the expenses in their way to the National Law Enforcement Police Week in Washington, D.C. During that week, there's a lot of activities and stuff going on, but the main event in Washington is the unveiling of their names that have been engraved on the Memorial Police Wall up there. It's a big deal.
So what is this about the 35-pound?
The Ruck Challenge is what it is, a challenge. You have to go 13.3 miles. You have to wear a backpack that is weighted with 35 pounds of whatever you want to put in it, excluding your water. You have to provide your own weights and your own backpack, but it's just a challenge. We're going to give prizes for the first, second, third in the individual, and I think in the team division as well.
This is going to be hard. It's essentially a half marathon with a 35-pound backpack.
Backpack, yes, that's correct. That's correct.
And each mile represents a fallen police officer.
Yes, as we all are familiar with, David Strother fell in the helicopter crash last year.
Right.
We have a ball police officer, I think he was Sergeant Carl Bordlone, and then there was a state trooper, Stephen Vincent, that lost his life in South Louisiana, just to name a few. And each mile is represented by one of the officers or
nice
military.
Way to honor them.
It is, and everybody gets involved. So you don't have to wear the backpack. There are divisions for if you just want to ride it on a bike, run it, walk it with family members. We just ask for a $20 donation for that.
Those are people, who can come along and show their support.
Yes.
I'm not saying that you're competitive, but is there a little competition that goes on with this?
There's a little rivalry between law enforcement, firefighters, and military. Of course, they do this all the time with their backpacks, but a few of us have been challenged by our local police academy cadets that are in class at this point. So. As an instructor, and we might sometimes need to step up to the challenge.
So have you been practicing a little for this in preparation?
I kind of try to stay in shape as best I can.
And that helps.
So, I've done a little bit.
You can do it as team competition, individual competition?
Yes. Team members, or the team competition, there's 4 to a team at $50 a person. As an individual, it's $50 a person.
And if you don't want to compete, you can still participate?
Yes, we just ask for a $20 donation. You can ride a bike, you can run it if you want to run it, walk it with family members, just do all kinds of things.
What's the best way to register, Bruce? Do you need to register beforehand?
Facebook at ruckfortheshield.com. There's going to be a number for Sergeant Carla Wittstein, and or you can call the training division at the police department and get in touch with me or one of the guys, and they can connect you to it. So it's going to start at 8 o'clock at the amphitheater Saturday morning. You can register once you get there.
And you have the map here. So.
I do. We'll start at the amphitheater, come down Lee Street to Masonic, down Texas, and kind of work our way back up Albert to the police station, and then head out on the walking trails to North Bolton, circle around the Riverport, and come back.
Neat event, Bruce. Grueling event.
It's gonna take a little time. It's gonna take a little time, maybe 3.5, 4 hours maybe.
Yeah. Bruce, thanks for joining us.
You're welcome.
Ruck for the Shield. Oh, quickly, National Take Back
National Prescription Drug Take Back Day is also this Saturday at the police station from 10 to 2. Just walk in and dispose of all your unwanted medications. We'll take everything but liquids. This is in cooperation with the Drug Enforcement Administration. They started doing this a couple years ago, and it's been real successful in getting those drugs out of the reach of kids and out of our water system. So many times people just flush them down the toilet. And
you don't need to do that.
No, you
well,
don't.
Bruce, thank you so much for joining us this morning. We're glad to have you.
Always a pleasure.
More to come after this, but first our community calendar.